it spoke to me. It spoke to me in a language that only I can understand. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, my friends, I have a very special vintage try on thrift haul for you guys. I have 10 pieces to share with you. They are all quite unique and rare. I've styled them up for you, so we will break down the looks. And yeah, without further ado, let us jump straight into the video. The first piece is this simply adorable teeny tiny velvet evening bag. The shape of this bag is quite unusual and it's a little chubby, so it fits more than you would think. You could definitely get away with a lipstick, keys, a credit card, I guess the phone you would have to hold or go without. It has this little zip compartment that separates the two major compartments. There is that gorgeous vintage label. So the bag has a magnetic closure and it is in mint condition, as you can see. The strap on this bag is a simple silky satin cord and I think it's gorgeous. Thrifting accessories, especially bags, is quite difficult for me because I'm just so picky. I need my bags to look modern. So I think this fits the bill. It's a rare special find and I picked this up for $4. So like I said, finding bags, hard for me. It is a rare thing. So I was quite amazed that I happened to find another bag. And this is a leather fossil messenger bag. At first I wasn't too sure about it, but the more I looked at it and once I strung it over my body, I just grew to love it more and more. What sealed the deal for me with this bag is that I feel it's quite modern. I do not want anything dated, no matter how good quality it is or how much it would have retailed for or what brand it comes from. I want to look modern and I feel that these two front snap button patch pockets have a cargo vibe, which is very in at the moment. The shape of the bag and the contrast stitching of the bag are also quite modern features. It is quite a simple bag. Something else I found appealing about this bag was the minimal hardware. Too much hardware can date a bag and can give it a cheap look. So I am down with the brass hardware. I love the shape of the bag and there's not too many bells and whistles on this bag either. So in addition to these two pockets, you have a zip closure in the front. You have the main compartment which opens up into this roomy body which could pretty much fit anything. I wonder if my laptop fits in here. Let's give it a go. Wow, it just fits. Perhaps I'll lay it horizontally. It might fit better that way. Well, look at that, you guys. This bag is going to be a workhorse in my wardrobe because it's so easy and comfortable because of this gorgeous wide leather strap. The other side of the bag is quite bare with just a single kind of deep pocket there. If we go back about 15 years ago, I was heavily into fossil bags. The quality is exceptional and the price is quite affordable for what you're getting. So the inside of the bag is really beautiful. You have a zip compartment with the fossil branding. On the other side, you have a compartment for your phone and an additional pocket. Thankfully, the lining of this bag is pristine. It's not gross like most of the bags I find when I'm thrifting. I found this bag at my local Salvos for $35. $35 for a leather messenger bag that would probably retail for upwards of $300 is an absolute steal. And I do not have a bag like this in my wardrobe, nor do I have a bag in a chocolate brown. So this is a great addition and I can see myself traveling with this and just kind of running errands. And I'm just so pleased that my laptop fits in here too for when I'm working away from home in my little coffee shop. So I am so happy with this bag and I think it's an amazing find. I am always looking to add to my vintage nightwear collection. And so when I saw this beautiful nighty in this gorgeous sky blue with this little lace detail at the neckline, I simply had to take it. I think it's just so pretty. So what I look for in vintage nightwear pieces is a silk or a nylon fabric. Sometimes a polyester. It depends how vintage the garment is. So the tag on this nighty is Perdita. It's a size 14 and it's nylon. Let us move on to clothing. I found this long sleeve blouse that feels like silk but is vintage polyester. And you know how I feel about vintage polyester, you guys. It's the next best thing. I mean, it feels so luxurious. This blouse is so beautifully made. So we have this deep V with the pleated detail, slight shoulder pads, which is an instant giveaway that a garment is vintage. A slightly billowy long sleeve with a button cuff detail and a zip closure in the back. Just look at this label, you guys. Just for Contessa, Sydney, New York, size 16, polyester, made in Hong Kong. Sizing is also another way to determine a vintage garment, because back in the day, sizes ran very small. And although this is stated as size 16, on me, it fit like a 10. That is why, my friends, you should always shop outside of your size range, because I found this blouse in the size 16 to 18. That is a discrepancy of 3 sizes too big, and it fits me perfectly. So there's another tip for you guys. Let us break down this look. So I decided to tuck it in. I thought it looked so much more flattering that way. And I also love silky blouses worn with denim. So I'm wearing a pair of classic Levi's in a classic wash. And the shoe and bag is cream. To tie in with the blouse, I'm wearing a pointy flatted mule, which I love, a Kate Spade envelope bag, which can be worn as a clutch or with a strap, and a beautiful gold chain around my neck. Seeing as this blouse is a deep V, I think it definitely needs a piece of jewelry, and that is the look. Very simple, but very demure, gorgeous, in my opinion. Vintage men's cotton shirts are one of my favorite things to thrift and wear. I am also a collector. I will not rest until I have one in every single color and every single pattern, stripe, plaid, check, polka dot. No, men don't wear polka dots, do they? Not so much into the men's florals. Yeah, I think it's just stripes and plaid. And you can get so many different color variations, and I want them all. So when I saw this one, I fell in love with it. Instantly, I knew it was going to replace a men's cotton shirt that I currently have in a similar colorway, but I'm not really into the fit. Now this is a stunning color. I love this kind of more saturated blue with a white stripe. The fabric is beautiful, it's vintage, but the fit of this shirt is quite slim, as opposed to this shirt, which is boxy, and that is what I love. So it's not necessarily sizing up, it's about the fit. So avoid slim fits if you are after that oversized tomboy vibe, but I do really love that saturated blue, and this is more of a classic denim blue, which I also love. It's such a beautiful shirt. It's vintage Van Heusen polyester cotton, so having that little bit of polyester will not only give the shirt more movement and make it easier to tuck in, it's also going to be less creaseless, creaseless. It's going to be less crease. Yes, let's go with that. It's going to be more creaseless. No. It won't crease as easily, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I simply adore this shirt. I love the single chest pocket, and it's quite large. I'm also quite pedantic when it comes to the sleeve of a garment. Even in menswear, usually you will find a wide sleeve, but sometimes it's not wide enough for me. And this is a gorgeous wide sleeve, and I love this piece. So let's break down this look. The long sleeve shirt is a go-to for me in general because I love that you can button it up to the neck or leave it in a deep V. In this case, I'm wearing it right up to the neck, very preppy, very polished. I also love the option of rolling up a long sleeve or leaving it long. In this case, I've left it long. Also, a cuff detail. Sometimes I will button it up. Other times I prefer it left loose. Oh yes, my preferred length, around the knuckles. I went with a half tuck for this look. I am wearing a black H&M skirt to pick up the black that's in the stripe of this shirt. And the shoe and the bag is black. Well, my bag is black and white. So the boots are H&M, the bag is Tory Burch, and the only jewelry I'm wearing is a pair of hoop earrings, which I have in right now. When my hair is back, I do love a hoop. So that is the look. Okay, I have another men's cotton shirt. I told you I was looking for every color and every pattern, and I love this color. It's not quite yellow, it's not quite tan, it's not quite cream. It's a mishmash of all three, and I love it against my skin tone. This shirt also has a single chest patch pocket and wide sleeve. This is a size 38. Now, normally I like a size 40 to 42, but this works because it's a boxy cut. So like I said, it's not only sizing that matters, it's the cut as well. So this shirt is by Marco Pasquali, and again, it's a polyester cotton blend. This shirt also has a little pleat in the back, which I love because it creates movement and billowiness in the back. Let's break down this look. So I went for a more deconstructed styling with this shirt. I've only buttoned a couple of buttons in the center. I've also left the cuff unbuttoned because, as you can see, the sleeve falls just to my knuckles. I am wearing a pair of Levi's jeans in a gorgeous charcoal color because I love gray with yellow. My jeans are Levi's and quite old, but they're a slimmer fit, which kind of balances out the loose fit of the shirt. The shoe is a white brogue that I thrifted, and the plaid detail on the front of the shoe has all the colors that are in my outfit. And the bag is Tory Burch, which is also white to tie in with the shoes. For the jewelry, I have on a pair of earrings that are gold and black. I have a thick gold chain around my neck, and that, my friends, is the look. Okay, next up is this boho-esque duster jacket in this animal print with just a lot of layers, a lot of ruffles. I'm not sure if you can tell, but there is also a sleeve, more ruffles and layering in the back. I think this piece is so fantastic and so unique. Now, this one is by Irene C, made in Queensland, Australia. It's a size small and 100% polyester. This piece originally came with shoulder pads because you can see the Velcro there. So no shoulder pads came with. I think this piece is just amazing. When I look at this piece, I see boho. I feel boho because of all the ruffles and layers and volume and floatiness of it. So let us break down this look. I am wearing a little black cami underneath the duster, and these jeans with all the studs going down the sides are by House of Harlow. Now, they are sold out. A lot of you asked me about these jeans. I have found a pair that are almost exactly the same. I will link what I can find down below for you. So, of course, I had to go with this clog that I bought back from my Byron travels last year. I think they work perfectly with the jeans for obvious reasons. Both have the silver studs or rivets, if you will. The little boho bag is one that I thrifted a few weeks ago, and I'm wearing a silver necklace with a silver flower pendant. I mean, I had to carry on with the silver in the jeans and the shoe. I'm channeling my inner boho gypsy girl in this outfit. I actually like it. And so these 5 pieces, my friends, the nighty, the blouse, the 2 men's cotton shirts, and the leopard print duster was fill a bag for $5 in my local TNC op shop. And that, my friends, is amazeballs. 5 gorgeous vintage pieces for $5. What? That doesn't happen anymore, you guys. I love my hometown of Toukley. Now, the next 3 pieces I have to show you all fall into my favorite category, and that is outerwear. You guys, when I saw this piece, it spoke to me. It spoke to me in a language that only I can understand. This was made for me. What is there not to love? Please allow me to wax lyrical about this amazing jacket. I love a houndstooth, especially when it's on a larger scale like this. It's so statement, right? The collar and the lapel and the tab sleeve on the cuff and this belt are all the quintessential details that you will find on a trench coat. However, this is not your typical trench coat. There are no pockets, which is the only letdown, and it's not really even a letdown. It's just a oh well, kind of letdown. Nor is it lined, but I can overlook that, my friends, because I am in love with this piece. This is what vintage dreams are made of. Okay, so let's look at this label. Just for kicks, JFK, size large. And the fabric composition, which is tucked underneath the label, another telltale sign a garment is vintage, is 100% cotton. So because it's a large, it fits perfectly oversized on me. The sleeve is gorgeous and wide. The cut and shape of this piece is on point. Just so good. So the styling with this piece, my friends, once again I've gone for my blue, black and white outfit formula. This cropped linen shirt is by Arlo Archives and I love it, and it hits so perfectly at the waistband of these jeans that I thrifted, which are by Acne Studios and retail for $1,000, you guys. That is a once in a lifetime thrift find for sure. I have on my stunning Dior ankle strap shoes that I purchased from an online pre-loved luxury website. I'm carrying my Chanel 22 and I have on the hoop earrings once again. I love this look, you guys. I think it's so chic, it's so Parisian, it's so polished, it's so feminine without being too girly, and I found this jacket in my local Salvos for $8. The next outerwear piece is this gorgeous wool blazer that I found from my little Adra op shop in Tukli for $5. This is absolutely amazing, is it not? This crimson color is magic. The blazer is fully lined. There is a chest pocket for a pocket square. There's also two front discreet pockets. We are onto the third battery, my friends. This video should not have taken me more than an hour to film, and I've been rambling for 2 hours. What is wrong with me? Okay, now where was I? Yes, the vintage buttons on this blazer are everything I look for. They're a weighty metal, they have not tarnished, they have a beautiful preppy design on them. They're just quality, just quality. That is vintage. Vintage equals quality 90% of the time. Okay, so what a beautiful, beautiful blazer. And I love the way it fits on me, that perfectly oversized fit. Okay. This one is by Dalkeith, made in Melbourne. It's a size 12. The fabric composition is 80% new wool and 20% nylon. Now for this look, I went with a graphic tee, which ties in the red of the blazer. So it's an AC/DC H&M graphic tee with the same crimson red in the graphic. The jeans are by Zara, and I went for a blue jean because I love the way it pops against the crimson of my outfit, but I also love the way the crimson pops against the blue of the jeans. For the shoe, I went for my black Coach loafers, and the bag is one I've had for years and years and years. I also have it in black. It's by Leona Edmonston, and I love it so much. And this bucket bag happens to be in crimson as well, which ties in beautifully with the blazer, but hopefully you can also see that the handle of the bag and the lining of the pouch in the bucket bag is black to tie in with the loafers. Again, the only jewelry are the gold hoops in my ears, and that is a very true to Joe look. Okay, you may or may not remember sometime last year when And Just Like That, the TV show sequel to Sex and the City, was streaming, I was after a blue plaid coat that Carrie Bradshaw wore in one of the episodes. I became obsessed, you guys, and I ended up finding one in Suzanne Grey of all places that was really close to it. Well, but this blazer is almost identical, you guys. Look at it. How gorgeous is this blazer? It's vintage, it's wool, it's beautifully made, it's fully lined. I love the flap pockets in the front, the button cuff detail. So this one is by Skirt Master, made in Sydney, size 12, 75% wool, 25% polyester. You guys, this blazer is extremely rare. To find a vintage blazer in a plaid on a large scale like this, I think this is the first time I've ever come across it. And for it to be in the exact same colorway as Carrie Bradshaw's one in the show, I just couldn't believe my luck. The only thing I'm not sure about with this blazer is the fit. I love the fit, I should say the size. If this was a size 14, it would have fit perfectly oversized the way I just adore. But it's a little on the slim side. It's not fitted, but it's not as oversized as I would like. So I'm going to have to, try them both on side by side and decide which one I'm going to keep. Of course I want to keep the vintage one. I am a vintage lover. Hello, have you met me? But we shall see. Anyway, let us break down this look. Okay, so underneath the blazer, I'm wearing this Zara tee in this taupe color. The jeans are my Levi's distressed 501s. I think the darker wash of my jeans picks up the denim blue in the blazer, and I love brown and blues together. My shoe is also in that taupey beige color, and they are my little pointy mules from Anthropologie. My bag is a little cheap one from H&M, but I love the shape. The puffy heart necklace with the black cord is by House of Harlow. I'm wearing the hoops once again, and yeah, that is the look. So as you can see, the blazer, like I said, is not fitted, but it's not as oversized as, say, the crimson one. But you know what, you guys? I may have to look past that because it's vintage. If I sell it, I know I'm going to regret it. I will. I most definitely will. I also found this blazer at my Adra op shop for $5. And so that, my friends, is my vintage try-on thrift haul. I hope you enjoyed all the pieces as much as I loved styling them for you. Thank you so much for hanging out, you guys. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Come and say hi over on Instagram, and I will see you in a brand new video next Friday. Bye!